Dandolf back here coming at you for another episode of Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 3, and today we're going to do a lot of fun stuff. We're going to go do some exploring, we're going to see what's around us, and find some cool stuff, and then we are also going to establish ourselves a little bit better and work on a storage room, I think. So, yeah, let's go ahead and, get to it. See you guys in a second. Alright, so we are back in our world, and yeah, I definitely want to do a few things today. A little bit of housekeeping. We're going to go ahead and clear out this field a little bit because we need to make a little bit of space in this area. So we're going to use the water bucket. We're going to place it on around near all the grass, let it spread out, and just kind of clear all the grass and all the debris out of the way. Go ahead and munch a little bit of food here. Now we're going to go ahead and start planting some saplings. This is going to be our tree farming area, and just lining up some saplings of all the different types that we have here. And this is where we'll start farming some of that to get a bunch more wood. You always got to have a bunch of wood at the beginning of the series, so we're going to go ahead and do some choppy, kind of stock up on these things a little bit. Choppy. So just sitting here talking to Kurtley, and what I'm going to start doing now is there's a lot of projects that we need to work on, so I want to make a place for us to start listing those out. So I'm just going to make a quick little bulletin board. This is not a permanent structure, but it might as well look decent at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and start listing out a few things that we want to try and take care of pretty soon here in the world. First off, definitely one of the more important things is storage. Definitely going to have storage, and Kurtley said he wanted to potentially do that, so we will let him take care of that. Mob farm. I definitely want to claim that one. We also need cow or food, so we definitely want to try and get something that's more sustainable than what we have. Sugarcane definitely is going to be very important. We're going to have to get that pretty quickly here too. Also a tree farm, something better than what I currently have, something a little bit more automated. Super smelter for sure. Wool farm. Definitely want to get some wool going. The main reason is carpet. I use a lot of carpet to cover a lot of lighting and a lot of builds, so it's always nice to have a bunch of wool on hand of all the different varieties and colors. We're also going to take out this raid here. I know there's no villagers here, but I've got decent armor now, so I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out the proper way. I'm going to hit him once or twice here to take his health down a little bit. Then we're just going to kind of stand here and let his guys just keep shooting at me, and we'll wait for him to die without us actually killing him. You can also do this with like a flint and steel or a bucket of lava. This is just the way I prefer to do it because you can do it no matter what you have in your inventory. And then I'm going to take this banner, go ahead and plop it down over here by the other couple ones we've picked up so far. Not really sure why, but it sounds like fun. All right, perfect. So let's get back to hello, horse. Yes, my friend. Good horse. Not a great jumper though. So let's change pace a little bit. Let's do some exploring. We are going to head west. Got some jungle stuff here. Let me get some of these vines. Gotta love some vines. Definitely get some jungle wood. I don't have any of that yet, so it'd be good. Wait around here, get a couple of saplings. Oh, there's one. Perfect. Got it. Awesome. Should be all we need. Take a nap and then move on. Ooh, found a melon. Gonna take this melon for sure. What else can we find? Cocoa beans. Oh, I think I already got some of those, so I just passed them on. Bamboo for sure. Gotta get some bamboo. All right. Anything else cool here? Berry bushes. Definitely want some berry bushes. Yep. Love the berry bushes. All right. That was just so I could find my horse when I came back out of the jungle here. So we're hot back on, and let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find here. See if there's anything else good. Gonna go ahead and block you up here because we found ourselves a jungle temple. These things are only useful in this exact scenario very, very early in the game. Otherwise, the loot in here just really isn't even worth going in most of the time. But this early in the game, there's a few things that are going to be super, super useful for us. So we're just going to go ahead and break in right here. Be careful, it can be dark down here. And we'll try and watch out for some mobs. Light the thing up while we're going. So there's definitely a couple of traps. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with these levers. But that's fine. we'll move on from that for now. But there's definitely a trap there. You can see the dispenser. Got lucky and dodged the arrow on that one. So, and then there's also a chest here, and we're going to take all this gold. Again, nothing really all that great. But there's a few things that we definitely want. Like the dispensers. Getting bows to craft dispensers is not the easiest thing this early in the game. So definitely going to take both of these dispensers. And then also, you can just go right here, break this wall down, find yourself the hidden room, and take the gold that's in here as well. And guess what we have in here? Sticky pistons. Yep, taking all this. Getting sticky pistons this early in the game is very difficult. So, perfect. Now I got a few sticky pistons. We can do, a basic contraption. We can get the mob farm done now because now we can make the hopper clock. All right, let's get back on the horse here and we will start heading back to town. Just kind of showing off the town a little bit. Here we go. Let me jump back in the hole. There we go. All right, perfect. Let's move on. So while we were out and about, a lot of things, trees have grown up and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and chop those down, but I also want to plant the new things that we got. Let me go ahead and put the jungle sapling here, the bamboo here, sorry, and then we'll go ahead and put the jungle sapling here as well. Perfect. This looks great. That'll start growing up and we'll have all the saplings there too. So another couple things, we want a bamboo farm. Definitely want a mending villager. Yep. The list is getting pretty long over here, guys. Definitely the list is growing. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and head upstairs real quick and grab a couple of these diamonds and head back down. So we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves a diamond sword. We definitely want one of those. And we're going to grab a couple of other diamonds here. I know I could have been a little bit more efficient, but Kurtley wanted a couple of diamonds. So we're going to go ahead and give him a couple. He's going to come grab those. So yeah, I went ahead and made another diamond sword because the one that I originally made had the smite on it and I want to leave it here at the mob grinder. So I'm going to enchant this one since I've got the levels, and we'll leave the other one here at the mob grinder for everybody to be able to use to make it a little bit easier. Looting 2, that's pretty good. I think I'll just take that. Oh, never mind. I'm breaking 3. That's not really any better, but I guess I'll take it because I don't really have another choice. Sweeping edge with it, not too bad. I'll take it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a sign here and sword. Perfect. Now everybody can use that when they're killing the zombies. Awesome. Let's keep going. I'm going to run up here, and I think we are just about ready to start working on the next project, I think. Yeah, so hope you're having fun so far. We're about to get started on a new project. I'm going to start collecting some resources, and we'll get going on that in just a second here, guys. I hope you're excited because it's going to be fun. I've decided not to let Kurtley do the storage because we just need it faster than he can get it for us. He's currently, our schedules are a little bit different, so he's working for the next few days, and now I want to just get the storage room done. So let's go ahead and clear some space over here. We're going to do the same thing, place the bucket of water down, get all the grass out of the way to get ourselves a nice working space for our new build here. We're going to do it just across the way from the two houses. And just taking a quick look at the upgrades that Kurtley has done to his house, it's looking pretty good. There's a lot of textures going on here, the nice circles in the front. It's looking really good. And he hasn't really done much on the inside yet, but he's got a decent amount of space, and he's got a little doggo. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and level the ground out, make a little bit more space here. It's going to be a fairly large build. Storage always takes up a decent amount of space, so we want to make sure that, you know, we have room to put all of our items and all of our stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and level out the ground a little bit. Perfect. So now I kind of want to figure out the layout for this. What I'm going for is a barn. I want just like a big barn that we put all of our chests in and all of our storage. So I think I'm going to start with this size. It's not quite big enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and extend it out by a couple blocks in both directions, and we're going to get that finished up and see how that looks. Perfect, looking good. Fill in the corners. Awesome. And now I can go ahead and take these out real quick. Okay, and then I want to have some wood pillars in the corners. I'm just going to go up a bunch. I was going to have them on the outside here, but I decided that I think I want to inset it. I think it'll look better with what I'm trying to go for here. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in the corners. And I'm going to go ahead and start removing this now that we have our framework. And I'm probably not going to use cobblestone. I want to use something a little fancier for the foundation. I want to use the stone bricks here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and get our outline, and I think we're going to use birch for a lot of the build here. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting some walls in here and just kind of see how things are starting to look. We definitely going to have an entrance. So let's see what we can do here and see kind of how we can, what we can play with here. I kind of like the idea of the birch with the red because barns are typically red, but I didn't want to make the whole thing super red. So I thought if I threw some red in here, it would look pretty cool. So let's see what we can do and see how this is going to look. I mean, it looks pretty good. Yeah, let's try and add a little detail in here and do these red stripes up the top. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. Let's definitely get a support beam going across the top here. I think that'll help frame it out. We've also extended everything up to the kind of to the top here. Let's also try and figure out the roof line a little bit. I don't think a straight staircase up will work, so let me try adding a block in between each upward staircase, and we'll see how that looks. And it's time for bed. Okay, so I went to bed a little bit late. There's a few mobs running around. Just let them burn off a little bit before we go out there. Oh, lovely. He went in the water. We're going to have to kill him. Oh, another one right there. Goodbye. And he's going to hide out, so I'm going to... All right, let's just go take care of this real quick. Get out of here, skeleton. Nothing else? No other mobs? All right, looking good. Let me get this skeleton out of the water. Okay. So now that these guys are taken care of, let's take a look. Yeah, it's not quite round enough. It's not Barney. I need it to be more kind of stumpy and round and more oval shaped. This isn't quite working for me, so let's mix it up a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 2 blocks on the first one, I think, 1 block on the second one, and then kind of round it out by going none and then flattening it out and doing a couple horizontally. So there was the 2 blocks in the middle. Then we're going to do a single block here in the middle. Then we're going to do a stair on top of that. Then we're going to go straight to another staircase on top of this one. And then we're going to add a block here horizontally to kind of stretch it that way to hopefully give it that oval shape that we want. I'm going to go ahead and put a second block, and then we'll put a staircase on top of this. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing on this side, and then what we can do is just go ahead and connect these with blocks, and then an upside down staircase here. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's much more what we're looking for. That's much more Barney. I like that. I think I will stick with that shape, and we will go ahead and move forward. So I think the red here is a little bit too red. It's a little bit too much of a contrast. I think going with granite is going to be the better choice here. But let me go ahead and get a few pieces in, and we'll take a look and see what we think of the granite instead of the red wool. Let me also add in another stripe here. I think this will look really nice. Go ahead and inset this one and get that across. Let's take a look and see how it's looking. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty cool. I like how that's starting to turn out. Let's go ahead and replicate this sort of idea around the side of the barn. So I hope you like my dance moves. My diggity diamond armor and my diggity dance moves. All right, so we got a roof in. So Curtly came on and he said, hey, what can I help you do? I said, you could slap a roof on this bad boy. And there's a roof on this bad boy now. So that's awesome. So what we could do is we are now working on collecting some items that will be for our mob farm. So let's go ahead and start crafting up a few items just for a quick change of pace here. And this is the quickest way to craft dispensers. It's unfortunately just a grueling process. So since Curtly's online here, we want to work on another project, and it'll be a little bit easier and quicker with both of us. We want to take this small ravine that runs through our town and fill it with water, make it a river. So we're just going to close off some of these holes. We're going to flatten a couple places out. We're going to get our water buckets, and we are just going to go haywire. Water everywhere. Yep, looking good. Good start, and let's go. Water, 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 water everywhere. And we're going to go up probably 3 or 4 layers here. We're going to get it pretty much level to the ground. And go ahead and start just spamming water everywhere. Layer 2. And this is the final layer here, but it takes a little bit more effort once you're this high and you actually have to swim. So this does take a little bit longer here. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's looking great. All right, perfect. Let's add a little bit more detail into the entrance here. We'll do some upside down staircases here. We'll add them into the, we'll add them into the corner there as well. Perfect. Love it. And we also want to get rid of this edge here. We want to go ahead and outline the whole thing with stone. I think that'll help it a little bit. And so let's go ahead and get that outline in place. Let's take another look here. Oh, that's a lovely little setup. I haven't seen this. He must have done some work here. He had a little bench and table, chairs out there. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, looking good. Oh, he did a little bit in here. He's got an upstairs now. That's pretty cool. It's a little unsafe, though. Anything up here? No? Okay. All right, cool. Oh, he's got a diamond. All right, so I think we're also going to add a few stripes in here. I think that'll help break up just the big solid wall of granite. So let's go ahead and add a stone stripe that goes through here as well. It can follow the same pattern for now. I think that'll look pretty good. So up to staircase. Beautiful. Now let's take a look and see how it looks. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Yeah, the sides are a little bit plain, but those are going to be covered up eventually, so don't worry too much about that. All right, so I think our next move is we have to come in here. We're going to dig out one layer on the floor, and we're going to go ahead and put a floor in here. So let's dig all this out, and there we go. It's all dug out. And I think spruce is going to be the way to go in here. I think it'll be a nice darker contrast, and it'll look really good with all the other colors we have going. So there we go. We're also going to put some pillars that go through here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, looking good. And let's take these all the way up. Yep, perfect. And then we can go ahead and take them across the room and arch them all the way over. I think that'll help give some structure into the room here, and it'll, make it look a little bit more supported and add another texture. Okay, so now we also want to dig out the floor here. I know we just put it in, but we're going to put in a big carpet for lighting. We're just going to take our torches and spam them on every single block in here. And then we'll throw carpets on top of that. And it'll be a nice little easy early game lighting solution for a room of this size. We're going to go ahead and use the red carpet because we're already using red in our color scheme, and I think that'll look pretty nice. Perfect. And go ahead and place all these down. Just a couple more left here, and that should do it. Awesome. that's looking really good. Let me get rid of a lot of these torches on the floor and get some chests. This is the ticket. This is why we're doing this here. So let's go ahead and put as many chests as we can comfortably fit in here. I think 4 there, and then, you know, we'll put singles as well for, you know, things that don't require as much space. And I think that's a good amount of chests, you know. And then we also have the upstairs if we ever want to try and expand up there as well. You always need some furnaces in your chest room, and I just thought it would look really cool to just do a whole wall of these guys. So I went ahead and just put down all these. Yeah, that's looking really cool, like that. All right, the last thing I think we want to work on in here is just get some ladders up to the top so we can, you know, keep working and expanding things. And I think that this has turned out really well. Hello, Wonder. Do you see that? I swiped this guy and he just straight up disappeared. All right, party people, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think we are going to go ahead and cut it there. We have some big projects coming up, and we are going to start making progress a lot faster now. So we definitely hold on to your bootstraps and let's get going, and let's really crank up the volume in this world. Now that we have storage and now that we have ourselves a comfortable place to live, we can really rein it in and just go crazy. So we're going to do a lot of really cool stuff really soon. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. My name's Standoff. Have a good one, party people.